censé trouver un ours. Bon.
Ouais, au moins, ils mettent que dehors, je vois pas autrement on peut faire.
On n'aura pas fait le tour pour rien, quand même. On va trouver le petit truc. Hop, mais il n'y a plus la zone. Mais le périmètre, on recherche. Il n'y est plus.
C'est la quête qui est partie ou quoi?
Ah non, ça c'est la patrouille. Là c'est ça monté. La cave. Ah, c'est revenu là. Sauver Alzim le druide. Sauver le premier druide.
Allez voir un psy ou parce que...
On va aller lui reparler, voir s'il a pas plus d'informations. Ça lui est revenu à l'esprit. Ça aurait peut-être trouvé.
Quand le gars est revenu au camp?
Bah, celui qu'on a fait sortir là-dedans, qui était accroché à la croix.
On n'est pas aidé pour l'instant, on peut pas... On a fouillé tout pratiquement le château.
Bah, tout, intérieur, extérieur.
Oui, non. Il a fait combat avec nous au début, tu te rappelles? Au début du post qu'on a arrivé.
Ah oui, c'est vrai. Il est druide.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the rite of thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
C'est vrai qu'elle a failli jeter un enfant en prison.
Spilled blood will not right bad blood. Allow me to deal with my own. I still have need of her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The grove stands. Nature prevails. I owe you my thanks. And an introduction. I am Halsin, first druid of the Emerald Grove. And I sense you have a problem you seek my help with. I was an unwilling guest of the goblins. But your efforts left them in disarray, and I was able to escape.
Voilà.
Ah d'accord.
On va le dire avant, hein. On va éviter de chercher.
It's true. I can feel it right now. Oh, Oak Father preserve you, child. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic. I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. At the Goblin camp, I hoped to find a way to remove the tadpoles. I failed, but I did find the next best thing. I found out where they come from. I will do what I can to help you. Let us speak tomorrow. You and I both have matters to see to first. As for what you've done for the Grove, speak to Wrath. He will see to your reward. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side. Banished.
Then banish me. When the coming army marches, there will be none to protect you.
Eh oui. Quand même, hein. Il a mérité. Hein.
Do you need help, Icaron?
Il est encore là, lui.
Don't be breaking your back before we get to Baldur's Gate.
Damn it all to the hells. We left Joaquin's Rest to burn, and Grand Duke Ravengard to burn along with it. Shit. 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 In a manner of speaking, Duke Ravengard is my father. Because our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. I was close to my father once, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. Hells, he may have made me an exile, but my heart aches to think we abandoned him to the flames. No, this can't be his end. Father's vanquished dragon cultists and assassins alike with his own bastard sword. A Ravengard is not ruined by fire nor blood. A Ravengard survives. Courage and confidence. You would have made a fine daughter to my father. Me? Well, I've never been able to escape my father's name, try as I might. When I look into a mirror, I see two faces. I see the Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And I see Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. There is, but I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it.
We need to to break camp fast, remember. Right. Find the river and follow it downstream.
Yes, Mom? Check twice myself.
But to be sure, we need every last...
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate mind.
D'accord, mais tu vends quoi alors?
Finally! A city full of real coin.
Pas décidé, hein. On va faire la fête. Ah. Ne vous inquiétez pas, hein, c'est rien, les invités vont arriver, mais bon. On peut rien y faire. Voilà.
No, no, an owlbear.
De la méchante.
T'as récupéré les sous-vêtements en plus?
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? No. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Oui, quelle gentillesse celui-là. Hein.
Oh, c'est qui elle là? Derrière.
C'est elle.
Alors?
C'est elle.
Voilà.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired.
Ah, oui.
Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Oh, come on. There must be something. Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Ah oui, on fait une chanson, hein. C'est qui qui prend un verre? Ah, c'est bien. Je vais pas causer. Quoi ici? Ok.
T'as parlé à l'autre, le chef?
Ah. Oui. Non, je sais pas.
C'est pas lui.
Le chef des cornes. On part la fête.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Rien à fougère là. On va pas commencer à draguer. Hein.
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
Il est où le gobelin, le gardien du bosquet?
Grove Keeper? Are you a gardener? We aim to cultivate mystery, not shrubbery. No, your actions in the grove were most heroic. But I'm afraid this is a matter of style, not sentiment. Back to the revelry with you. I'll give the matter some thought in small council.
C'est là, oui. Allez, c'est couché. Couché. Quand tu restes là toute seule.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. How pragmatic. One would think letting the goblins torch the grove would have resulted in the same. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party. She turns back to you, mildly surprised you're still there.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. No, but I thought you might be keen to get away from me. We haven't always seen eye to eye, after all. Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. You're putting words in my mouth. I never said I disliked you. It's just, we have some work to do to get on each other's good sides. And yes, I'm sure there's someone out there for you. Gale's been stealing a glance or three in your direction. Maybe you would, but I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Have fun, and don't be a stranger.
Remember what happened last time? I was 8, and you magicked up a kisser. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight. Not everyone is comfortable being alone with their thoughts. Though I never felt alone with a book in my hand, or with her for company. I speak of Tara, my Tressim, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I've given up on myself, but Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. I assure you, were you to meet Tara, you would see the comparison for the flattery it is. But perhaps that's not a point worth laboring further. Suffice it to say, I think rather a lot of you. There aren't many on this plane who I'd give such high praise. Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things, I assure you. But a conversation better saved for another time. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Du coup, il y a un qui chante, il peut aller dormir maintenant. Non? Oui. voilà, ça serait plutôt bon à faire. Pas
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles.
Alors, vous demandez où Gaël pourrait vous contrôler notre âme.
Vas-y, c'est joli.
C'est mis à vous demander, hein, c'est pas écrit parce que la nuit avec lui.
Or perhaps you will be the one taking him.
Non, ça va.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Sounds rather ingenious.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanas guide us.
Bon.
C'est quoi du coup? Ça en va direct. On pourrait peut-être aller à l'endroit où il y avait la bonne femme là qui était pas avec nous, elle pourrait être encore dans le couple, elle. Puis que j'ai accepté Bosquet.
Ah oui.
Mal d'inspiration.
C'est vrai, ça, je vais le dire. C'est quoi ça? J'allais le dire en plus, c'est quoi ces trucs en haut? Elle est...
Où il y a pas loin les dragons. Il y a un camp où il y avait des mecs qui se tapaient dessus. Là.
Les dragons sont là. Les bestioles elles sont là. Ça c'est le manoir en feu là. D'ailleurs c'est celui qui est mort dedans, c'est le père de Celui qui est là. Apparemment tu n'y as pas été.
Ben, faut y aller.
Ah bah allons-y. Parce qu'apparemment pour aller à Haute Lune là.
C'est quoi là, les deux trucs jaunes là?
Ça c'est parler au chef, ceux qui montent les dragons là.
Non.
Et atteindre le col de la montagne. Sauf que bah, pour atteindre le col, bah, faut passer par là. Donc,
Comment on va passer
là,
ça,
il
c'est-
reste quoi encore? Non, on va passer par là.
Ah ouais?
Bah, c'est qu'il y a des espèces de minotaures là, parce qu'on a trouvé la cité là, juste avant, en le cherchant. On peut passer par là apparemment.
Mais tu prends pas le druide pour tester dans ta bande?
On enlève qui à la place?
Le vampire, tu prends pas de côté, non?
On a le voleur de côté.
Ah non, attends, peut-être le mage, non?
Ça serait le mage, mais faudrait voir ce qu'il est capable de faire le copain. Alors, pourquoi pas, hein, c'est vrai que les soins c'est même pas lui qui les fait, c'est Ombrecoeur. Bah c'est tout, on va retourner au camp.
On voit un peu ses capacités. Bravo, tout en renvoyer un.
Ah bah oui, on va lui dire gentiment de rester là.
Oui.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Ça va pas lui plaire, mais bon. Qui t'aime bien lui.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
C'est un peu marrant.
Du coup, lui, il reste avec toi aussi, il écrit tes histoires. Il y en a un qui pète l'incruste ici, gros.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Tu peux pas le prendre. Tu peux pas le prendre du tout.
On est là.
Il reste dans le camp comme ça?
Bon, bah alors.
Rappelle-le, on peut le dire, mais il vient pas. Bah, il sert à rien.
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do? With pleasure. Lead on.
Ouais, parce que l'autre il fait rien, il reste dans le camp. Alors non, c'est pas accompagné. Il reste dans le camp, mais c'est pas accompagné. Ça fait comme l'autre là, t'as de.
Comme elle.
Ouais.
Plutôt. Déçu.
Ben là, c'est tout, faut en faire avec. Je vais faire chauffer le monde, parce que si tu veux voir mon truc, je vais réfléchir sur tout ça. va repasser pas le temps.
Moi, je te fais cramer.
Ouais, j'ai cramé.
J'ai pas fini de cuire encore.
Ouais. Ah, faut rien ça.
Ah oui, je vois ça.
Something over there.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que t'as trouvé? Hein? Appuyer pour qu'elle arrête tous. Allez. 1, 2, 3.
Toi, t'avais pris de ce côté-là pour monter dans la grotte.
C'est par là.
Elle est en bas.
Par là. Mais tu l'as déjà vu ou pas?
Quoi?
Tu l'as déjà rencontré ou pas?
Non.
Non?
Non.
Et ceux d'en haut non plus, du coup?
Si. Ceux d'en haut non plus. On voit bien, c'est frappé.
On va commencer par elle, là.
Ouais. Elle est en bas, moi.
Elle est censée être là-bas. Ouais, elle est là-bas.
Elle est là.
Me? Never been better.
Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called paladins of Tyr did.
Ah non, la paladin, c'est la femme. T'as vu tout.
Non, les paladins, c'est ceux qui sont au-dessus, là, qui veulent sa peau, justement.
Ah ouais, d'accord.
Me, none. They're the ones chasing me down. But believe me, these so-called paladins are anything but. They...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlak. And you are... Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
You want to just team up with some blood-stained killer? Because I'm fine with that.
Toujours un truc à redire, lui.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off.
Je vous serrerai
Hang
bien
on,
dans mes
though.
bras. Non, on
Looks
va
like you've got
éviter,
enough
hein.
backup at your
Ça a
side.
l'air un petit
Not
peu
sure
chaud
there's
quand
room
même.
for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to
Je
any of the
serrerai
fun
bien dans
stuff
mes
without
bras,
me.
je dis oui,
Got
bah,
it?
on va peut-être éviter. Putain, mais passe pas dans le tas. On aurait pu les prendre par surprise. Ah, quelle générosité. Merci, Missy. On a dit. Oh.
Voilà.
Merci, Missy. Oui, c'est une petite mal désert, c'est comme ça. Salut.
Ça bugué?
Non, non, c'est le temps de chargement et sauvegarde. Oula.
Cut it out. Who knows out there? That's Eastfriend. You're welcome to rest here.
Allez, tout le monde rentre. Alors c'est lui qu'il faut éclater en premier, sinon c'est lui qui va nous éclater. Hein. Clairement.
Picked a fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Source insuffisante. Ah bah oui, normal, elle vient de jouer. Maintenant, c'est un peu insuffisant. Hop. Pouvoir absolu. Raté. Pouvoir absolu, pouvoir absolu. Hein. Déjà plus que 7 points de vie.
Ready.
Hop. Encore pire, les dégâts, c'est pas ça. Hein. Heureusement qu'elle a eu triple soin de protection. Hein.
The witching hour.
Terrible. Elle est paralysée. Sauvegarde.